I'd just like to introduce ourselves quickly. So I'm Janet, and I've also got Jill with me. We're both members of the committee of the gardeners, and we have done spectacularly badly for the last couple of years in our Spud in the Bucket competition. In fact, Jill and I very, very nobly held up the bottom of the list of people, and our potatoes were negligible, to be fair. So to help us next year and to make sure that we are near the top, hopefully, we've got Josephine and Stuart, who have been champions for 2 years and runners up for 2 years. So they are going to give us all a hints and tips of how to grow. And Jill's just going to start us off with a couple of questions.
What do you do first with your seed potato? Is there anything special you do to prepare it for planting?
Yes, so we have a pretend potato here. What you do once you get it from collecting it, you put it in an egg case and put it sort of with the end side up or top up where you've got the most little eyes. And then you put it in a sort of light, cool place. We put it in our utility room and it stays there for 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, so once you've done that, you take this is pretending to be the bucket. It's very important that you make holes in the bottom of your bucket, otherwise it's going to become waterlogged.
Right.
Okay, and then you can't really see, but you then put either some gravel or some other stones or broken bits of pot on the bottom of your bucket. And that again is to help the drainage. Otherwise the soil will just compact and won't drain properly. And you then, this is the soil, you then put soil in your bucket to about, is that quarter full?
So about a quarter full of soil initially. That will grow over time, but initially to get the spud in, you fill it about a quarter full and then you put the spud in the bucket.
And you put it in the bucket so that the sort of longish little roots you've got, you put, oh God, is it upwards or downwards?
Pointing up.
Pointing up. That's the growth bit.
What soil do you prefer to use?
I'd like to say it's John Innes, number 7 from a special, but it's not. One year we used Sainsbury's own compost, which is bought from Sainsbury's, but
Right.
It's really nothing special. But as we say, probably best to avoid using topsoil. Ordinary bagged compost seems to work perfectly fine.
And sometimes we mix it. We do have a compost bin, so we sometimes mix a bit of that in as well, if that's ready to go. So what you do once you've put your potato in your bucket, you're now going to get some soil, and you're going to just put enough in there to cover that potato. Okay. And then what will happen? Keep an eye on it. You don't need to water it, I don't think, at this point.
I would water it when you initially, so you've got your quarter full bucket of soil, you've put your potato in, and then you just cover the potato with the soil. I would give it a light watering then, and then I would put the bucket. But we're quite lucky in our garden that we've got spots where the sun is there all day. So the bucket's going in a very sunny spot. But I would water it very gently initially, put it in that spot, and then you wait for the initial growth.
So what will happen then, you will see some growth come through that soil. And once you do, you'll start seeing some leaves. You then take some more soil and cover it over again. And you basically keep doing that until the pot's you've got soil up to, I don't know, 1 inch or 2 from the top.
What about feeding? Do you feed it at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I feed it quite regularly, every 3 days or thereabouts, and I just use like a Tomarite or something like that.
I think that's maybe where I've been going wrong.
Okay, I thought it was like once a week.
I can see loads of places where I've been going wrong, to be honest.
Me too, yeah.
The only pests we did have whitefly one year. The whitefly are quite damaging because they start eating the limbs and the leaves. And you want to just get a solution of detergent with water and either spray it or pour it from the water can over, and you'll see these little white flies flying off.
Oh.
Okay.
We were putting slug pellets down until we got our dog, and then we stopped putting slug pellets down. And I'm convinced that's why we dropped from first to second.
Now.
So it's all the dog's fault. That's been really, really, really useful, Josephine.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. And
Yes.
for everybody else that's watching this, the competition's on, guys. So Jill and I will definitely be top of the leaderboard, and we'll knock Josephine and Stuart off their number one position. Thank you very much. Thanks.
That's all right.
Definitely.
You're very welcome.
Okay, bye.
Yes.